happy and sad at the same time sitting here. I am delighted that we actually managed this whole enterprise together, all of us. That we have brought this fantastic group of Yemenis together over a few days, who have discussed the most urgent and contentious issues that the country is facing in a spirit with civility and in a spirit of joint responsibility for the future of their country. And I'm happy that through our efforts we have created the space for this to happen. I'm sad, obviously, that these extremely rewarding 3 days are coming to a close. This has been an enlightening and electrifying experience in many ways, but I'm consoled by the conviction that there will be opportunities also to follow up with further meetings of various kinds. The philosophy of this meeting, when we started to discuss it together with Sana Center and the Folke Bernadotte Academy, was that this would be a meeting place. It would not be part of any process. It would not be a negotiation, but it would be a space that at the disposal of the Yemeni participants to do whatever they wanted out of it. Obviously, both in a structured way, which the Sana Center in particular has helped to define, but also a space for informal conversations and meetings in order to generate ideas. I believe that we have managed to fulfill those objectives. It's still difficult to get an overview of all the ideas that have been circulated over the course of these days and in all the different meetings that have been held in parallel sessions. But judging from the meetings the sessions that I have attended, there is a wealth of materials to take forward. And not least, there is also links and contacts that have been established between people, some of which have never met before, with very different perspectives. And it's in the meetings of people with different perspectives that new ideas are generated, that new angles are being explored. And I've seen also meetings between people who, old friends and colleagues, who have not seen each other for many, many years, for 10 years. And it has really been heartening to be able to facilitate those meetings. And I'm sure that in the interaction between people who, by circumstances often beyond their control, have been been forced to interrupt their contact for so long, that in the meetings, renewed meetings, there will have been many positive ideas coming out as well. I'm very happy to see so many Yemeni women represented here. We set an objective of 30% female participation, like in the National Dialogue Conference, and I am happy to note that we have overfulfilled that quota by a margin. I believe we are up to almost 37%. There are a few participants that we would have liked to see here who have not been in Stockholm over the last few days. I hope when we follow up this meeting that they will also realize that there are benefits to being a participant of an informal gathering of this kind, and that they will realize also that there are certainly no dangers involved in being here. And this is the message that I think we should try also to convey to them when we have further contacts with those friends and colleagues. There will certainly be follow-up efforts of various kinds. Sana Center will write a report, which I think will be a very solid document with a wealth of ideas to take forward. We will also need to consider how we continue to enable Yemeni get together in the period of transition that I hope Yemen stands before. As the minister said in her intervention at the outset of this gathering, Sweden remains ready whenever the Yemenis are ready to host gatherings of various kinds. This is not the first time we did that. We did it in December 2018. There have been a couple of other smaller meetings taking place in Stockholm, and I think I dare to say that Yemenis seem to feel comfortable in this city. So you are most welcome to return here in order to discuss the future of your country, discuss how your country relates to its neighbors, to the rest of the world, or just simply to enjoy yourselves. Let me at the very end express my heartfelt thanks to those who have been our partners in this enterprise. And that is first and foremost all those of you who are sitting here in front of us, all the Yemenis who have taken part in these discussions, who have in such an engaged and civil way, not without disputes, but those are an inevitable part of a discussion like this, but as long as they are resolved in a civil way, which in all cases that I have been witness to has been the case, then disputes serve to bring the issues forward. So thank you, everybody. I think many of you have gone through a long and arduous journey to come here, and that makes us even more gratified to see that even after that journey you had the energy to engage in the discussions here with full force. I would also like to thank my colleagues. This is first and foremost, well, it is a Yemeni discussion, but we have had also representatives of a number of countries and a number of civil society organizations that are particularly engaged on the Yemen file. And your presence has been tremendously important also for the discussions, but first and foremost in order to make sure that we know also how we can best assist Yemenis in facilitating further discussions and further agreements between Yemenis. I think we understand a lot better now ourselves what the issues at stake are. I would like to express a very warm thanks to the fantastic Sana Center and with their energetic and youthful team, which has tirelessly taken us through these last few days. Frankly, there were many occasions in the preparations of this when I thought this was not possible to. But they have made the impossible. So thank you very, very much. And let me also thank the Folke Bernadotte Academy. Their role in dealing with the logistical part of this in particular has been no less arduous and difficult. But if you probably feel that you haven't even noticed the efforts that they have made, and that is a mark of the quality of the enormous work that has gone into arranging flights and visas and premises and everything. So thank you very much. There are also other sponsors of this event. Sweden is not the only sponsor. We have had partners who have been here and I think are here still. Our Norwegian colleagues have made a contribution. The European Union has made a significant contribution, and the Open Society Institute has also made a contribution. So I would like to thank all our partners in financing this event also for their role. I will only end with just saying that I could hardly have imagined when I started to work with Yemen a few years ago that we would be able to bring together a meeting like this. This is a dream come true, but it also invokes a sense of responsibility, which is actually a joint responsibility to take forward everything that we have been able to accomplish in terms of generation of of ideas. So we are very much looking forward to looking towards further efforts along these lines at a moment in time where finally there is some light appearing on the Yemeni horizon after so many years. We did not foresee when we planned this event that we would actually have a truce that has already been renewed once. But this has added, I think, additional weight and importance to this event, but has added also to our joint responsibility for making sure that this opportunity is not lost. So again, many thanks, and I will be looking forward to seeing you in different contexts further down the line as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Excellencies.
Can I just? I almost forgot to also thank It goes without saying that there have been quite a few colleagues of mine also from the Foreign Ministry who have been involved in the work on this, and they also deserve. They have been liaising with the Sana Center, with the Folke Bernadotte Academy, with our embassies and so on, and you have met most of them here. It actually starts with the minister, but and then the whole range of levels from minister to desk officer. So if I may, then a final applause also for my colleagues in the Foreign Ministry.